Good evening. Welcome to our 2021 Hidden Heroes and Sheroes celebration. My name is Erica Davis and I will be your MC this evening. Tonight we celebrate our 2021 Hidden Heroes and Sheroes. This annual celebration has recognized almost 200 people doing amazing work to improve the Common Square and Four Corners communities. These hidden heroes and sheroes give us hope and inspiration. And tonight is our opportunity to learn more about them and share our gratitude and appreciation for their efforts. We invite you to participate in a silent auction by using the link in the chat. I will now hand it off to the organizer of this event to share more. First, we have Cynthia Loesch-Johnson. She is the president of the Common Square Neighborhood Council.
Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? You can use your reactions or your thumbs up or however you want to respond. I am so happy to be here with all of you all tonight. It's the annual Hidden Heroes and Sheroes event. It's probably my favorite event of the year, organized by the Common Square Neighborhood Council and the Greater Four Corners Action Coalition. We've been putting on this event for more than 20 years. The past 2 years, this year and last year, have been virtual. We can't wait till we can get back in person, but in the meantime, we're going to utilize this virtual platform. And we've been hosting this event, honoring more than, like Erica said, more than 200 people doing really great work in the community. The event is called the Hidden Heroes and Sheroes event because these people don't want to be recognized at all. They do great work to enhance and improve our neighborhoods, but they don't want the recognition. They don't want the attention. But we know how important it is to show our gratitude and to honor these individuals. So year after year, we've done that through this event. And we've raised thousands of dollars for the Youth Scholarship Fund doing it. And so it's just a really great way to give back to our community, acknowledge those that work to enhance and improve our community, and have a good time. I'll say that if you don't know much about the Common Square Neighborhood Council, we've been in existence since the 1980s. We do a lot of policy work to improve the quality of life in Codman Square. If you think about your crosswalks, your bus stops, your bike lanes, your new parks, the Neighborhood Council with all of its partners and supporters has been behind the scenes trying to enhance our community. And it's an all volunteer group. So these are just residents that love Codman Square and want to see it thrive. And right now we're working on the capital improvements for the Codman Square Park, and we organize the Codman Square Farmers Market. So we just do a lot of work to enhance the community. And we love partnering with the Greater Four Corners Action Coalition every year on this event because we can bring our two neighborhoods together because Four Corners is doing a lot of great work as well. So I just want to say that I'm really happy to be here tonight. I'm excited to honor all of the awardees. It's going to be a wonderful night with lots of surprises. And I just want to give a big thanks to our MC, Erica Davis, because she's going to take us through the entire evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Mayra Duran. I'm the lead organizer for Greater Four Corners. I'm standing in for the our board president, Stafford Lewis. He couldn't be with us this evening. On behalf of Greater Four Corners Action Coalition, I would like to congratulate all the awardees and thank them for the continued work and support that they dedicate to the community. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Mayra. Thank you, Mayra. This event was established because of the leadership of the late Dr. Reverend Bill Loesch. His legacy of community advocacy continues on through this annual celebration, and recently the youth scholarship that are distributed annually are now named after him. We have Reverend Bob Loesch, the twin brother of Reverend Bill Loesch, to say a few words on behalf of the family.
On behalf of the family of Reverend Dr. Bill Loesch, I wish to express our thanks to all who are attending and supporting this 2021 Hidden Heroes and Sheroes celebration. Congratulations to each of the awardees this year for your achievements and services to the community of Boston. May your award encourage you to continue making a positive difference in Codman Square and the greater Four Corners sections of Dorchester, throughout Boston, and far beyond. May your activities be a model to encourage others to follow in your footsteps as you have followed in the footsteps of all those who've gone before you. I'm Reverend Dr. Bob Loesch of Springfield, Mass. As Erica said, the twin brother of Dr. Bill Loesch. Tomorrow, November 20th, will be his 80th heavenly birthday. And I assure you, his spirit is with you this evening and throughout the year. I represent our family of his children and grandchildren, Melanie Loesch, Christopher Loesch, Cynthia Loesch-Johnson, and Jeffery Johnson, and their son Jeffery, or JJ, and Kathy Loesch. And I represent my own children and grandchildren. We are grateful that the Youth Scholarship Fund continues Bill's legacy. We thank you for your donations to this fund. We are especially as a family thankful that the Codman Square Neighborhood Council has named this the annual scholarships to 2 high school seniors in memory of Dr. Bill Loesch. We thank the leaders and members of the Codman Square Neighborhood Council and the Greater Four Corners Action Coalition who are coordinating this evening's important celebration. Bill Loesch was a founder of the Hidden Heroes and Sheroes annual celebration, which began in 1987, 34 years ago. For all of his adult life, he lived, studied, and worked in Boston in hospital chaplaincy, community health, organizing and empowering many of the adults and young people of this dynamic and diverse city. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Now let's meet the awardees. We have 4 award categories, and they are Civic Leadership, Neighborhood Leadership, Millennium, and Youth Leadership. Civic Leadership Award recognized community members who identified a community need and helped to impact public policy and improve our community. We will now hear from Jeffery Johnson to introduce the awardee.
Good evening, everybody. I get the pleasure of introducing a new friend, Leonard Lee. He served the community for over 30 years, although I've only had the pleasure of knowing him for a few. I'm not going to read from his bio. I'm just going to share briefly a couple of experiences that I've had with him. So one day, we're minding our own business on our back deck, and I noticed there were a couple of bees kind of hanging around. So I was like, Cynthia, there's some bees here. I'm not sure what's going on. What should we do? And she says, well, I have a good friend, Leonard Lee, and he's a beekeeper. We should call him and see what he thinks. So, we called Leonard Lee. He came by, he checked it out for us. And it was like this little small, almond-sized hive. And he said, oh, you know what? Not a big deal. He picked it up and threw it away. But then more recently, this summer, we looked outside in our tree, and there was this huge hornet's nest. It was the size of a basketball. And it appeared out of nowhere in a matter of days. And I was worried again. I was like, Cynthia, what can we do? And she was like, just call Leonard. And I'm like, are you sure? Because this is like, really, it was bigger than my head. And my head is big. So this big hive. And we called Leonard. He was like, oh, come on, take a look at it. So went on about our day. And I called him. I said, hey, Leonard, when can you come on look at it? And he was like, oh, what's going on? I already took care of it. I was like, what? And he explained to us about how those nests, they pop up in a couple of days. They take no time to build. And he just basically took it and smashed it and got rid of it for us. So, if I had my own award to give, I would definitely give him a Hidden Hero Award because I'm definitely not trying to go near any bees. But I'd like to thank Leonard for everything he's done with the community. We were definitely the benefits of the mass program that he had running for us, as many other things he also had going on. Thank you, Leonard, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Leonard. Introduce the next.
Leonard's going to say a few words.
Cynthia, I thought I was going to get out of it.
Nope. Erica's not letting you out of this one.
Well, I really want to thank you. Codman Square has been my home all my whole life. Born and raised, Franklin Field, Harvard Street. So there's a special kin. And I've been tremendously blessed to have some really tremendous opportunities, state government, city government. But you know, and being acknowledged statewide, citywide, even nationally around some of the initiatives that I've done, but they really have never, 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 and I say this from the bottom of my heart, never had the impact of having people like yourselves being nominated by folks who are on the ground, who know the real deal and don't fake the funk about getting things done for our community. So it brought a tear to my eyes when Cynthia called me and told me I was nominated. And I said to her, "Oh, no way, Cynthia, you can't do that. You know, I don't." And she goes, "Shut up." And let us acknowledge you. But it's such an honor. I mean, we are on the ground doing this work 24/7. And it's not about accolades. It's about our neighbor. It's about our family. It's about our community. Because right now, our community is the apple and everybody wants to take a bite out of it. And folks don't understand how that has an impact on the quality of life that we live. We love our community, and it's a special honor to be honored by you guys, because I look at you as family. I look at you as who has my back as I have your back. You know, and I get excited about the young people doing things. I mean, people are always saying things about young folks. They ain't doing enough of this. They're millennials. They care about themselves. But when I look at folks in our community and folks who have been nominated for this award and been accepted for this award, it gives me more hope and promise. And I personally want to give tribute and honor to those young folks who are being acknowledged, because, you know, they're going to be the ones who say, you know, when I need somebody to push my wheelchair, they're going to help me push it, because they come with a spirit of forgiveness. They come with a spirit of giving. And they come with, I call it a TMI moment, touch, move, and inspire. So I am extremely happy to accept this. I thank you with, you don't understand, with 1,000 of my bees. Because again, I look at everyone here, this is family. This is family to me. So to be honored by family who knows the deal and knows about this work, it's not about accolades, it's really just about getting it done and encouraging folks and others to carry the torch. It's just amazing. So again, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. God bless y'all. Love you more than you know.
Thank you, Leonard Lee. I'm going to use that one, TMI, touch, move, and inspire. I love it. Next, we have Mayra to introduce the awardee.
Good evening again. It's my honor. I have the honor this evening to introduce Deneen Holley, who has only been in the community for 3 years. And during those 3 years, she has been very active in the community. When she first heard about her neighborhood association, she jumped right in. She's always willing and able to help out and volunteer in the community. She is a great leader, and it's an honor to have her and introduce her this evening.
Thank you, everyone. This is a complete honor to accept this award. I don't think I've ever received any award in my life, so this is really an unbelievable moment for me. I first want to thank Mayra for nominating me. This is truly a surprise and an honor, and I'm still in shock. I'd like to thank all the civic leaders and everyone that volunteers, that gives up their free time to serve the public and give back to the community. I can't believe that I'm nominated for this award after 3 years. I mean, it's such a short period of time. I haven't put in as much time as most people, but it's just one of those moments for me where I feel like I'm part of the family, I'm part of the community. As soon as I arrived, I felt like I was truly embraced. So I want to thank everyone for all of their hard work, for everybody, everything that you do every day when you put yourself out there. And I just want you to know that if it weren't for you, for all of the team, the leaders, the civic leaders, the volunteers, the people doing the groundwork, I would not be here this evening. So I want to thank everyone, and God bless everybody. And thank you for having me in your community. Thank you. Oh,
Thank-
I also want to just show my award, if you can see this. This beautiful award I actually got on top of the certificate from the governor's office. And I have about 4 citations and certificates. It's truly amazing. So this shows you how real it is. Thank you.
Thank you. As you can see, our awardees are receiving citations from Boston City Councilor Andrea Campbell, State Rep Russell Holmes, and Governor Baker. Up next, we have Boston City Councilor Andrea Campbell.
Hi, everyone, and Andrea, Erica, but thank you. And you look fabulous, by the way. So thank you for moderating. I'm going to be really quick. I'm sorry I'm late. I have a few conflicts, but I absolutely wanted to show my face to acknowledge the hard work of the committee, the organizers. This event just doesn't happen by accident. People pour themselves into doing this. So thank you very much. And Cynthia, as always, thank you for your leadership. Congratulations to all the folks who not only were nominated, but of course, those who've actually won. Your work in the community is valued and you are appreciated, and wanted to say that publicly. I know all of you, and I'm really honored and have been honored to be a partner in the work with each and every one of you. So congratulations. And this is wonderful to celebrate right before the Thanksgiving holiday, to extend gratitude to the folks that matter to each and every one of us. So on behalf of my team, myself, congratulations to everyone. Again, I'm sorry I was late. And thank you for allowing me to say a few words. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and enjoy the holiday season. Thank you, Erica.
We love you, Andrea. And
I love you, girl.
And always, she's one of our hidden heroes too. She received the Millennium Award previously. So
back in the day,
a star
I love
here.
you too so much. I love all of you deeply. So enjoy the holiday, enjoy the evening. I'll be on in the background. And again, congratulations to the honorees.
Thank you. Now we acknowledge our Neighborhood and Leadership awardees. The Neighborhood Leadership Award recognized community members who identify a community need and through grassroots leadership affected, changed, and improved our community. Up next, we have Cynthia Loesch-Johnson to introduce the awardee.
Hello again, everyone. I have the honor and the privilege of introducing the next awardee, Lina DeCosta. I met Lina when we were working together to try to figure out how to get food to families, the families most in need at the height of the pandemic. And Lina was doing some great work at the Epiphany School. And after meeting her, I was so impressed and so inspired. I said, I have to partner with this woman. I have to work with her. And for weeks, we were distributing 200 boxes of a week's worth of food to families every single week. It was phenomenal. It was amazing. She was able to just bring people together. She was so well resourced. She knew what to do with the food, how to get it into the families' hands that needed it most, how to convene people, how to make the most impact. And it was such a pleasure working with her, because we know we saved lives. We know we've helped hundreds of families, and it's because of her leadership. You can read her bio, you can learn all about her. She is just such a compassionate person. She cares about others. She always wants to leave people in a better situation than where she found them. And I have enjoyed every minute of getting to know her better and working with her hand in hand in this important work. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this Neighborhood Leadership Award. And I'm so happy to do work with you, Lina. Congratulations.
Cynthia, thank you for introducing me. Thank you for those kind words. I am honored and to accept the word. And I'm honored to serve the community, to serve our people. And I feel so undeserved because food is something we should not go look for. It's not, right now, it's scary. Since the pandemic, I've seen so many people because I've been where they at. And I promised myself if I can ever help someone not to be been what I had been, I would do my all to help. So I am so honored to be chosen to be where I can be right now to help other people, because there was people that some people helped me, but I promised myself I would never stand back and say someone else can do it. Why not me? So thank you for this honor, for Carmen Square, for Daryl. Always say, I'm gonna nominate you. I'm gonna nominate you. I was like, no, I'm all set. And I thank the Carmen Square, the Epiphany School, and Trader Joe's. And yesterday we give up close to 100 box and close to 80 turkeys to the family around because of great partnerships. So it was Cynthia. When I first met you in the Epiphany School, you said, I have this to give. And I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't shared with you. I looked, I said, because you were my answer prayer. Because I pray, where can we get more food? Because since the pandemic, it started with probably 20 people. Now it's 100 box, 200 box. I was like, where are we going to get the food? And you came along. I just want to say it's honor meeting you, your husband, your son, and meeting all the honorees. And I thank you, and I'm honored to be standing before all of you guys. I just want to say thank you. Love you all.
We love you too. And I just want to add one thing, Erica. Lina has many big plans and many big dreams for us, but one of her goals is to bring a food pantry to our community because we don't have one. So if you guys want to get involved with that and support that initiative, please reach out to Lina. She has big plans for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lina. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I will now introduce the awardee, Joanna Edwards. Joanna Edwards is truly in the people business. The name of her company, Thumbprint Cares, explains a lot about her heart and how she gives so graciously to the community. She is known not only for giving back to the community, but she has supported and worked along the side of her husband, Alex Edwards, in growing one of the fastest real estate companies in Boston, Thumbprint Realty. She graduated with a BA's and a master's in business. If you don't know, you should know that she gives away 200 backpacks every summer in the heart of Common Square. Not only is she giving away backpacks, but they also do a toy giveaway. So up next, we have Joanna Edwards.
Thank you so much, Erica, for the introduction, the nomination. I appreciate you. I was very surprised, to say the least, to receive this tremendous award. I've been to a hidden hero and Shero ceremony, and I've seen the many people who have received awards, and to now know and be a part of that is truly, truly humbling. Thumbprint Care started in 2017 with just us giving away 50 backpacks in our real estate office on Talbot Ave. And it was really to empower and to encourage the folks in our community. I grew up in Dorchester my whole life. I went to St. Matthew's School on Stanton Street. I went to St. Matthew Church on Stanton Street. I grew up, my father was a peer leader and a parishioner in that church. So I'm very familiar with the Common Square neighborhood. And it brings me nothing but joy to be able to give back to my community. So we started Thumbprint Cares as the philanthropic arm of Thumbprint Realty, and really started in wanting to encourage and empower homeowners in the community to learn about financial literacy, to learn about generational wealth, in addition to community giving. And I wanted to separate the two entities because although we were helping folks purchase and sell homes, we wanted to add an educational component. We wanted to add a community giving component. And so myself and my phenomenal board members started off with our first annual backpack giveaway in 2017 with just giving away 50 backpacks, and have been doing that for the past 5 years. And then that same year, we started off with our Christmas toy giveaway, with starting off with 200 families. And year to date, I can say that we've given away over 3,500 toys and backpacks to families of Common Square and the surrounding areas. This past summer, we were able to give away 600 backpacks in the Common Square Park to our community. And it just brings me so much joy to be able to know that we have people who care, who volunteer, who sponsor these events, and who truly care about the community as much as we do. So again, I would like to thank you so much for this humbling award. I'd like to thank Thumbprint Realty. I'd like to thank the Common Square Neighborhood Council. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors from Reed Boston, the mayor's office, who've always supported us from the very beginning, Sage Dental, and a plethora of other organizations. I can't think of the Eastern Massachusetts Girl Scouts. The list goes on, and I apologize if I'm missing anyone. But most importantly, my board. My board has tremendously been selfless throughout the many events that we've hosted. Our volunteers have been so gracious to be able to, even throughout the pandemic, volunteer their time to be able to give back to the community. So I cannot thank you enough for the nomination, for the award, and we will continue to do great work in our community. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. Now we want to talk about our silent auction. And we are so grateful for the work that Marilyn put into this. This celebration funds for two $1,500 scholarships to be awarded to 2 high school senior awardees. This tradition began over 20 years ago through the leadership of Reverend Dr. Bill Loesch. You will hear more about these scholarships tonight. We invite you to participate in the silent auction by using the link in the chat. Do we all have the link? Let's please register and please purchase something from the silent auction. We have a lot of great things on there. So now we're going to move forward to our sponsor slides. We would now like to take a moment to hear from our sponsors. The Common Square Neighborhood Council, Great Four Corners Action Coalition, Fresh Fruit Generation. Fresh Fruit opened up their doors and served our awardees dinner. We're so thankful for Fresh Food, and they allow us to use the space. Much appreciated. And Alpha Building Construction and Development, along as with America's Food Basket. Kenya Jones Lifestyle Portraits and Business Branding and Photographer, and Erica Davis Estates. And Senator Nick Collins, All Dorchester Sports and Leadership. We have Events by Delight Decor and Santo Domingo Restaurant, Universal Professional and Unisex Salon and Barbershop. All Time Service, Four Corners Yoga and Wellness, and Four Corners main streets. Congratulations to the 2021 Hidden Heroes and Sheroes. We want to also shout out Shine Brand and Clothing. And Action to Equity. And congratulations to all of the Hidden Heroes and Sheroes. Up next, we want to congratulate some of our awardees. The Millennium Award recognized community members who either brought to realization of the good Millennium Report or in the spirit of the new millennium, uniquely improved our community. Visit the Common Square Council org to learn more about the Millennium Report. Next slide. We will now hear from our bold teens, Kristina, to introduce the next awardee.
Hello, my name is Kristina. I am a Bold Teen. The Bold Teen is a young youth-led organization focused on social health and environmental justice. I'll be presenting the Millennial Award to Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley is an advocate, a policymaker, and an activist. She was elected to represent Massachusetts' 7th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives in 2018, making her the first African-American woman elected to represent Massachusetts in Congress. Congresswoman Pressley worked with citizens, advocates, and other elected officials on the council to address inequities and disparities in the community. During her 8 years on the council, she was in charge of numbers of significant policies relating to Boston Public Schools, gun violence, trauma, and the school to prison pipeline for Black and Latinx girls. She's been a strong supporter of grassroots effects in Common Square and Four Corners, and she recently met with me and other Bold Teens to discuss our support for the FDA's decision to ban menthol cigarettes and other flavored tobacco products. She's been a true champion around our tobacco prevention and cessation efforts. I just want to say congratulations. You are so deserving of the Millennial Award. Thank you for your leadership and for inspiring young women like me.
All be together in person. I miss you, but I'm here in Washington fighting the good fight, but I certainly do miss being in community with all of you. I miss being in Dorchester. And boy, do I miss Reverend Loesch, especially during these times, but he is still a North Star, a guiding light for us in this work. And I know that is certainly true for the Bold Teens. Kristina, thank you for that introduction. Thank you for your exemplary leadership. And thank you to the Bold Teens. You know, you have been leading on the front lines of public health, of social, of racial and environmental justice. Showing Dorchester, the city of Boston, the Commonwealth, and I'm going to say the country, because I think Bold Teens is really a national model, just what our young people can do. And you honor that tradition that young people have shown us throughout history, and that's just being on the forefront of change. Thank you for asking tough questions. Thank you for holding us accountable. Thank you for laboring in love, for all the sweat equity that you expend, for the personal sacrifices that you make. I know that Reverend Loesch is looking from on high and very proud. Bold Teens, that is a Loesch legacy right there. And speaking of the Loesch legacy, I want to thank my sibling in the movement and the work of justice, Madam President, Cynthia Loesch-Johnson, and the entire board of the Common Square Neighborhood Council for not only putting this event together, but for your work year-round to improve the quality of life of every resident in Codman Square. And thank you for always centering the dignity and really our community. I mean, I started this off saying hello family, and I wanted to say that because I think you more than most understand that we are one human family. And whether you're talking about the public health or the work of justice in every iteration, you know, our destinies and our freedoms are tied. The health, the holistic health of the individual, the family, and the community are inextricably linked. So thank you for doing that work every day. Thank you for being a source of strength and inspiration for me. Thank you for making me a better public servant and lawmaker, because it is in your meeting spaces that I have been asked often the toughest questions, you know, of my career in public service. And I thank you for that. And congratulations to all of the other amazing awardees that I have the honor of being recognized with alongside on this virtual stage this evening. I'm 47 years old and I've been nominated for a Millennium Award. This is heady stuff, very humbling stuff. And I accept this award, not for the work that I have already done, but for the work that we'll continue to do together. Congratulations again to all of this evening's honorees. And thank you so much.
A silent auction. Again, please, if you haven't clicked and logged on, I want everyone to register, log on, and start placing your bids. We have a lot of great gifts or things you can purchase. Just to name a few, we have a Celtics basketball that's signed by all the Celtics players. We have some great artwork. We have some gift cards to 50 Kitchen and to Zaz Restaurant. These funds will raise $1,500 for scholarships to be awarded to 2 high school seniors awardees. So it's very important that you purchase one of these great gifts off of our silent auction. And the link is in the chat. Let's take a moment to say happy birthday to the late Reverend Dr. Bill Loesch for his invaluable commitment to youth leadership. Tonight, we honor him through the establishment of Reverend Dr. Bill Loesch Scholarship Fund, which funds the 2 educational youth scholarships of $1,500 and other scholarship opportunities. The Loesch family would like to thank all of you for remembering Reverend Dr. Bill Loesch. The Youth Leadership Award recognizes youth who make positive change in the community and impacts the lives of others.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I am introducing Mr. Adonis Lee Brown, or as we affectionately call him, Donnie. I got to meet him through his mom, Katrina Curry. What a great kid, always wanting to know what his mom is doing, how she's doing, and he's taken that and ran with it for himself, you know, to know the goodness that you can instill in other people's lives, from our children to our elderly, by volunteering and setting a good example, which is what he's done. He's a really good kid. He's always willing to help and always willing to volunteer, and just, you know, in every way. Every time that we have an event, he's there, and he's always interested in getting into something and helping, you know, the event go off without a hitch. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Adonis Lee Brown and congratulate him and all the honorees for their service to our community. Greatly appreciate it. Love you all.
So Emmanuel was born in Haiti and moved to Dorchester with his family for a better education. Emmanuel has attended Common Square Academy Charter Public School since the 5th grade and is looking forward to graduating in June of 2022. Outside of school, Emmanuel enjoys staying active by playing basketball, soccer, and serving as a leader to other youth in the community. He also enjoys working part-time at Macy's in downtown Crossing. In the future, Emmanuel hopes to pursue a career in engineering or the medical field. Emmanuel, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah. My fault. I'm not home right now. So I just want to say I just want to say thank you to everybody that recommend me and like seeing something in me that I don't really like, see in myself, like seeing me as like a hidden hero, to be honest. I just see myself as like a regular kid that's like going to high school. I just try to make it through. And then it means a lot that like, people see more in me than like I see in myself, and I really appreciate it. And I think this is like a big opportunity that like not everybody gets. And I'm very happy that I got the chance to like, receive the reward. That's all.
We are happy to give you the award. You're getting a lot of shout outs in the chat, so congratulations, Emmanuel. We will now hear from Marilyn Forman to introduce the next awardee.
Oops. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm so sad, though, that we can't actually gather together, listen to music, break bread, and all of that good stuff. Sing happy birthday to Reverend Loesch. But hopefully next year, all that will come back. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. So I have the honor and privilege to introduce the next Youth Leadership Award to Ms. Adela Mendez. And I'm really overwhelmed, and my heart is so full, especially about this young person who I have never, ever, ever met in person, but I've had Zoom conversations with her and have spoken with her and have spoken with other people who know her. And she's just an amazing hero, a hidden hero. Adela was born in the Dominican Republic. She moved here, of course, with her family around 2010. And after that, I believe that this is when this beautiful flower began to bloom. Adela is an aspiring, talented artist. She attends Fenway High School, where she's a senior. And she has worked with multiple nonprofit organizations as a youth organizer. Through these opportunities, she has participated in advocacy around social justice issues, as well as worked with other youth to make positive change in her community. Adela has led community building exercises to help people to get to know each other in the attempts of creating a stronger sense of community. She's contributed to the creation of events meant to expose the community to the different cultures that inhabit it by facilitating and creating artwork to promote those events. She's helped design a message to convey to young people the importance of getting vaccinated in order to promote health in the community. And she's currently working as a community youth engager. In this role, she and other youth are brainstorming ideas aimed at improving the community, as well as raising awareness around issues youth have witnessed and continue to face daily. She hopes to attend college and university in the fall in pursuit of higher education so that she can expand upon her learning experience and have the capacity to enact positive change in her life and the lives of those that are around her. So that is what I have for a bio for Adela. But I want to just also take this opportunity because I felt like, though I've never physically met her in person, I reached out to a few people so I could try to really get, into who is this young person? She's so quiet in nature. Like, if you ever met this woman, you're like, she does all of this because she's so humble. She's so sweet, but has such a passion for community and social justice and youth and bringing people together to try to create and to make a place, the place where we live, the place where her family is, a better place for all to live. So one of the things that I think it was her sister had to say about her was that she not only shines academically, which she herself did not put in her bio, so she's awesome in her studies, but she's creative, always been that way. And from a child, not only is she into like just the regular arts and you know, like the drawing and trying to commute visually, but she's also into performing arts. She's quite the singer, I understand, also and talented in a way where she would, you know, be involved with plays, and she would put on these little plays for her family and friends so that they can see that this whole other side of her, this whole really creative side of who she is. She's been involved with organizations like Solidar Latina, Teen Empowerment, and Basement Tribe. She's a creative drawer. She's a creative writer. She's going to be graduating from high school in June, and she plans to go to college to major in graphic design. Adela is living her dream. Her family and all those who know her have no doubt that she will achieve many milestones, even beyond her own understanding. And as she prepares to get ready for the next phase of this life, Adela, I want you to know that you have a huge and loving, supportive fan base, and everyone is praying and rooting for you. So with that, I want to say congratulations to you. I am so honored to be the one to present you and all that you have, everything that you bring to our community. I just wish that, you know, that we could give to more kids. I know they're out there because you work with them, but continue to do the good work that you do. Continue to inspire even me. I'm 60 years old and I am inspired by you. So continue to do all of the good things that you're doing to make this such a better place for all of us, especially in our community. We've been through so much in the past couple of years, and just talking to you turns a light on it, makes it so bright in my heart and in that community. So congratulations to you. And with that, I am going to hand it over to you to accept your award and to give us a few words.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for that introduction. Listening to you speak, I honestly see myself in a totally different light because I have done all of those things, but I just never saw it as a big deal. Ever since I could remember, my very first job was at a nonprofit organization which was Sociedad Latina. I was a youth organizer, and the role of a youth organizer is really to just find issues in your community and address them to the best of your ability. And ever since then, every job I've had, or the people that surround me, are people that are always trying to do better for their community. I've always found myself drawn to these jobs, and it's not because I don't do it consciously. I feel like the way I was raised, I was always taught to care for others and care for the people that are around me, and eventually just became a part of my personality. So I've done all of these things, but I never see them as things to be acknowledged. They're really just me going through everyday life. And I met Marilyn over the summer because one of the people that has met me and knows me, they recommended me to her for helping her out with a flyer. And I was just like, yeah, I would love to do that. I saw it as an opportunity to better my art and also give back to my community. And working with Marilyn, it was amazing, really. I I don't have much experience with graphic design or creating flyers, but she still took the chance and gave me the opportunity. And that moment was really big for me because it showed me that there's people around you that will always be willing to take a chance and give you an opportunity if you just show that you want it. And honestly, when she reached out to me and told me that she wanted to nominate me for this award, I was shocked because, as she mentioned, we never formally met in person. And I was amazed because the fact that she even considered me for this nomination, and I know that she's probably surrounded by youth, right? So it really meant a lot to me that she chose to nominate me. And I feel extremely proud of myself for having made that type of impression on somebody without even having the honor to meet them in person. So I would like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. As I was receiving my awards, I started to get a little emotional. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was a little teary. And it's because of the fact that I'm not used to feeling like the things I do deserve to be acknowledged. Even though everyone around me thinks I have so much potential, I can never see it for myself. So I like to say thank you a million times, because not only did you provide me with some financial support for my education, but you also made me feel nice. So thank you for that.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you, and all that you bring to our community.
Thank you for your community service. And Marilyn, thank you for nominating her. Such an amazing speech. So let's give a big round of applause to the 2021 Hidden Heroes and Sheroes awardees.
Yes, can everybody unmute and make some noise, please?
Yay.
Yay!
Congratulations, all.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, everyone.
Yes. That's what I like to hear. Yes, noise, make some noise. They deserve it.
Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Erica, can I just steal your thunder for a minute? I'm just gonna take your mic for a second, okay? So I'm so sorry, but I just really want to encourage people to go on over to that, to the auction site. The auction closes at 7:30. So I mean, we're still doing this, but I want you to be able to kind of take a peek right now. So before it closes, you get that bid in, because those bids are gonna help people help our youth with their continuing education. Times are hard, so every little penny that we can get, that we can serve and help. You're doing it. We're not doing it. You're doing it. We're all doing it together. It takes a village. We need you to go ahead and to support that auction so we can honor these young people with a small token to send them off to college. And so when they come back, they have this excellent praise report to give us about their first year experience in college. Go to that auction site right now. Erica, here's your mic.
Tell if an item was purchased, Marilyn?
Say it again.
Can you tell if an item was purchased off the site?
Well, they're bidding, so it's closed. I mean, I won't know until it closes who the winners are, but they'll all receive an email. If you won the auction, they'll receive an email saying that they've won, with instructions about the payment for it. And if they don't have a PayPal account, we'll work it out afterwards. So we'll send the email and we'll find out. But bid.
Erica, before you move on in the agenda, can I take a moment and just thank the committee? the Hidden Heroes and Sheroes 2021 committee. Look at these beautiful faces on this slide, everyone. You'll see Marilyn Forman. You'll see Danelle Andrews Blake. You'll see Reverend Brilton Levy. You'll see Mayra Duran. You'll see Amy Winter. You'll see Erica Davis, our MC, and you'll see myself. These individuals have come together week after week for months to put this event together. There are a lot of moving parts, from the awards to the citations, to the silent auction, to the agendas, to getting all of the people to nominate, and then for the awardees to be finalized. This process starts right after this event. Nominations are open for 2022 right now. So you can nominate for the awardees for next year. I need us to take a moment and give these individuals a huge round of applause, because we would not be connected in the way that we are and have this event without them putting in all the time and energy and hard work. And if there's anyone on the committee that wants to say a few words as to why you continue to volunteer your time year after year to put on this Hidden Heroes and Sheroes event, please take the floor, because we're so grateful. This event, it leaves a huge impact on the four corners of Codman Square communities, and we're so grateful for it. And thank you so much for putting in the time and energy. Did anyone want to say a few words from the committee?
I'll say a few words. Of course. So, I think I've been doing it for quite some time. First, just started off doing a lot of the administrative part of it with Reverend Loesch, because I ran a program for teens, an entrepreneurship program for teens, and the teens would be the ones making the booklets for this program. But we do it, and I stayed involved because I think it's important to acknowledge the people in the community who you see doing this work. And sometimes, it's really not about looking for, well, I did this and no one even said thank you, because you do it because it's like second nature to you. And we want to show appreciation for what we see happening in the community, because without people stepping up, then it wouldn't be a desirable place to live. Do you know, who was it who mentioned about, I think it was our Congresswoman who mentioned about the apple and everybody wanting a bite of it? Was that her, or is this in another conversation? I don't even know. But anyway, we want to acknowledge all of those people all of you who contribute to our communities. Just imagine if Leonard Lee wasn't around, we might have like all kinds of like hives on our back porches and everything, without someone like him to tell us how to like be rid of them, but also tell us how important bees are to our existence. So we want to take the opportunity just to say thank you, and to really continue to empower and to just appreciate everyone in the community who does the work that they do, and not feeling like you're doing it to get recognition, but you're doing it because it's from the heart. So thank you to everyone. But I also encourage you, if you want to get involved because you see people that you think should be acknowledged, please let us know so that we can just make it bigger and better every year.
Thank you, Marilyn. Anyone else from the committee? I can't wait till we can return in person, because this event is so powerful, and even virtually, it's been a beautiful experience. But in person, we can hug each other and feel each other's energy in a physical way, and I can't wait. Hopefully next year that'll happen. But you guys, as a team, we were able to transform our beautiful Hidden Heroes event into a virtual experience. And last year and this year, we've been doing it. So I'm grateful, because I don't want to see this event go anywhere. I want to keep doing it every single year, honoring our awardees, providing scholarships for our young people, and making sure that this legacy continues. So thank you. I will now go back to the nominations page.
I would say one thing. I think it's so amazing to watch the young people receive their awards. It's always so touching, especially when they don't think or expect that they're going to receive an award. So we can move forward to the nominations. So if you wish to nominate a person or a group for November 2022, please submit a nomination form by visiting the Codman Square Council.org. Applications are received all year long, and selections are made by the end of the summer. You can also donate to the Youth Scholarship all year long. There should be a link in the bio for donations. Please, I'm not the bio, the chat. Please check the chat for the link. Let's all take a moment and acknowledge all of the hidden heroes and sheroes that have come before us. If any of you are on, please raise your hand so we can give you a round of applause. Any previous alums? I see you, Mr. Andrews, Mr. Harvey, Mrs. Harvey. Anyone else?
Me.
Me too. I just can't raise my hand at the moment.
Yeah.
And let's also just take a quick moment to thank our MC for the evening, Erica Davis. Her bio is here. She wears many hats. She's very active in the Codman Square community, and we're so grateful to have her on the Neighborhood Council board. She's always willing to lend a hand. She volunteers for all of the initiatives that we're working on. She cares about this community. And you read through her bio, you can learn about all the different ways that she invests in our neighborhood. She is just a very powerful and passionate woman that's really trying to make big moves in our community. And she cares about the young people. So we all fit together so beautifully. So thank you so much for emceeing this evening. It's been a really nice event.
Thank you, Erica, for all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys, everyone, for celebrating with us. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for participating. And another congratulations to all of the awardees. And thank you, board members, for supporting and contributing to make sure we was able to have this event tonight virtually.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations to all the awardees once again.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you to the sponsors too.